circle where you're over towards Millie base as well. We are cutting in a little bit of airstrip, which isn't too comfortable to play in. I think Wolves want to get out of that area as soon as possible. Great shots from Alpha Gaming, though. Goodness me.
Ooh, okay. Shots down towards Alter Ego. They'll need to pick these reses up as fast as they can to get onto this next zone. D+ ahead of them to their west. You've got 9Z who actually, rather shockingly, just send straight on through, but straight at the Rejects. Already they're getting torn to pieces. Rejects very happy to see some points delivered to them. The question is, can they find the shots? Can they find those shutdowns? There's only one left on the inside. I don't think it's going to last too long here. Reject looking for the last player on the end. A rotate in. Comes through as we see a crash from Team Secret. They're still alive, by the way, in the picture on the north side, actually, towards Loops, who might be in a bit of trouble. Can't quite find their way in here. Milos is just trying to hide in the corner. This is really nice. I mean, step out. This is a shotgun. This is a shotgun bonanza. If he steps out at the right time, there's one. Looks for the next as well. Gets the flush. That's huge. Has to go for the reload though, and now Reject are on the revenge path. They lose one player, but they do shut him down.
Oh, that's disappointing, man. You know, it's just one guy in there, just re-peek. I suppose that they did set up the compound quite well in terms of the two monster trucks denying the entry towards the window. So if they get crashed on, that's how they defend versus 9C. But that is a situation where you should be able to hold out as 4 and just refrag onto the player. The fact they lose one there is really bad. From a central position like this, it's really not good. I also think that there is something to be said here about 9Z, where although, you know, they're on 87 points, they've had some good games, there is a lot of impatience from this squad. If they can't find a good position early into the match, they will just send it. And oftentimes, they will just find themselves in really sticky spots on the map.
I mean, to be fair, you don't expect the team to be bridge camping you on the east in that scenario, right? Like... It maybe really confused them, but that's the sort of thing, I guess, you also can't afford to be able to get confused in a scenario.
I mean,
like
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sending center.
Oh, yeah, but like
Reject.
after that, you're like, oh, we got to go. There's obviously a big roadblock ahead of us. We've just got to go for a mad dash,
You
right?
can also just play on the edge.
You must assume if there's a team still on that bridge, that there are teams ahead of them, right? So you assume that the ground in front of them is very, very full. I'm really trying to give them as much leeway as possible here, and I will admit, maybe I shouldn't. Papram Supermassive, though, down to their last player against Loops, and they're not having a good time of it. That is going to be Papra Supermassive eliminated, and Loops are up to 9 elims, Blank. You said they were the team that's most in danger of dropping down. Well, they are certainly acting like it.
Yeah, and again, the more points that Loops gets in this match, the harder life becomes for a lot of our teams underneath. I mean, for Reject and Tiamba, I think Tiamba, it's done now. I think it is done. I think for Tiamba, it is almost impossible for them to get back up towards that top side. Genji looking to head over towards GS, who are also chasing. I think GS are also struggling, but likely will retain a place.
Oh, Falcons, they're moving in. I think Redox
inside the bottom 5.
Quick has to hit the deck. Falcons know exactly where he is. That'll be pinged out on the vehicles, but they are pulling back a little bit. Icon taken down. That is the last player of GS, and that is APG rocking up to this one as well. The Falcons on the far side really causing some hurt, some pain there. So they're up to 5 elims. APG as well, looking to tip themselves up and over. They've broken that barrier that we were talking about. They're over 140 now, and they want one more at least. Dammy under pressure from these nades. Has to reposition with the Falcons flying into that far hillside as well. He's not going to last too much longer. Up to 142, and the placements are going to kick in soon as well.
Yeah, for Alpha, all this is right about now is just not giving up first place. The jump up in prize pool between second and first place is quite a lot in most PUBG Mobile tournaments. We still reward our top 3 very handsomely, but it's usually first place who does take the biggest cut of the prize. And I think that, to be fair, for Alpha, they were playing it fairly slow because they knew that they were holding on to first place. But as soon as D+ started turning up the heat, they knew they needed to get a little bit of a game in. And this one's been good. I mean, even taking the opportunity to move over towards Observatory, that's very unlike Alpha Gaming. Okay, takes Krypton along with him in the vehicle. I think that, you know what I would quite like to know is how many vehicle eliminations Doc's had this group green. I think we're up to 6 or 7 now at this point, which is more than I think we've ever had in any one tournament.
Oh dear. He is certainly a terror behind the wheel. Whoever gave him a driving license, I'm sure they're regretting that one. As we take a look over towards the rest of this game, though, teams are starting to fall fairly quickly now, Blank. The hilltops to the north, being fairly convincingly under control by D+. This inner circle, again, that fight for the top spots here. Third place, very, very closely fought between Goats and Inner Circle. Losing players here would be nasty. They've already taken a lot of damage, and as D+, they're up against, Osal has the off angle, and Goat are taking shots as well. Oh no, Inner Circle having a really bad time, but they've still got Falak. What can he do here? Favian close by, but backing off to find chips on the res.
D+. Chips goes down. Nado the top towards Falak does get a lot of damage done. Favian over towards Falak will find it. So that's in a circle, taking a lot of damage. They should be able to hit the chips back up, which is nice to see.
This is really Reject's game right now, with one player from Inner Circle to fall down. It's D+ with a central position. It's kind of D+ versus Reject again, Blank. In this circle, the southeast side that we see on the picture-in-picture is APG versus Falcons. D24 is going to give it a good go. Does find Nolbu, but going to get taken down in response, and yeah, that's going to get flushed out. IQ is actually still alive in all of this. He did manage to get out of that fight. I am still focused, though, on this fight on the southeast side as we zap on over to it. Falcons with 4, APG with 4 as well. Haven't really been able to find success on either front of that, and APG disengage. They're moving up to the hills to the north and maybe look at a fight D+.
I think for D+, try this fight between D+ and Alpha Gaming, which probably will break out towards the end here, will be the fight of the day. Very excited to see this one happen. Falcons need to break wide, though. Currently, Zhol is holding this spot. For the Falcons, we did speak about this at the start of the game, that there is a big chance to jump up above Inner Circle, above Goat into that top position. And honestly, if we get Alpha Gaming, D+, Falcons in the top 3, whew, what a lineup that will be going through to the grand finals. It'll be unreal.
I mean, I don't think going into the day anyone would have called Falcons with a chance. They
but this last day, it's the last day always. It's always the last day for the Falcons.
It does seem to be, doesn't it? There's something about it. They have a potent resurgence built within them, built different somehow.
It's curious as well, because usually Alpha Gaming's like the team that is the last day champions, where in that final day, Alpha Gaming is known to put up a disgusting performance. But right now, they are taking 2 knocks straight away. Falcons equally are suffering versus the Wolves. Just Doran here, actually.
Oh, no. What?
No way!
Yeah, top 3, the Falcons, APG, TK. Oh, yes. Hang on a minute. Doran? You can't be doing that.
Close the Doran door right in the face. Oh. I'm sorry I didn't give that too much fanfare. It honestly, it felt like, oh, okay, he's going to get 1, he's going to get 2, and then Falcons will clean this up. Surely. You do not see 1v4s in International. I cannot believe Doran pulled that off.
I mean, blink and you miss it, right? Doran was... Oh my God. Okay. Well, Wolves, again, not really probably going to get too much out of this game, but certainly ruin it for the Falcons. The decision to crash onto Doran for the Falcons, though, might be an interesting one here, Blank. It feels like...
I think it's fine. I think it's fine.
Okay, sure, you can transition towards Reject later on, potentially. They're right on the edge of the circle with it, though.
I mean, Alpha had that lineup. They couldn't really crash that way on the East. Also, if they do that, Reject have sight lines. I think you don't see many players, if at all, over towards the silos. So you just send it, and you get soloed. I don't think the decision-making was poor. I think the gunfight was terrible. But the decision making, I don't think there was an issue of it.
I mean, we need a replay of that at some point. Hopefully the desk will have that locked down because Doran's going off right now. Maybe he's going to do it again. He's got a lot of smoke to play around. He's going to get up to the wall. Reject don't want to let him cross, but